Chris, how about at Quest? What's it look like in a couple of years?
I think as we get past the idea that we're going to be using someone else's computer, as we said earlier, quite frankly, or as I call it, an x86 in another zip code, we're going to get more and more efficient about how we now leverage the data that's going to be striped across all those different zones as I think about it. It used to be that as Snowflake discovered that, people want data and they wanted access to it very fast in the cloud. Same thing with Cloudera. I also work with a lot of other database partners, for instance, Microsoft, Oracle, and others. At Quest, quite frankly, with a Swiss Army knife when it comes to data management. But what we're hearing more and more from our customers is that data management, and that's why you see the creation of the federal data strategy. You see CDOs now in most agencies, quite frankly. It's one, how do we now not just figure out where that data is, understand how to tag it, quite frankly, so we understand exactly where the critical data is. If there is a loss, for instance, can we identify exactly what was leaked, for instance, in the data exfiltration model? But also now, how do we create a better citizen experience or end user experience, customer experience, based on what we've learned about that data? And so we're investing more and more in tools that help our customers not just identify that data, but then leverage that data and feed other data and operational pipelines so they can actually leverage that data to make more effective decisions, not just in government, for instance, but also across all the agencies that support our citizens, quite frankly, and enable them to basically do a much better job of utilizing that data for the public good. So we talked about, Devera's talked about the TARPs, quite frankly, in a flood situation, the disaster zone. All that is data driven, for instance. And I think we take for granted how data moves across both hybrid infrastructure from those endpoints to edge computers up to the cloud, for instance. It's churned and it's sent back to a device where someone actually makes a decision. So we're investing more and more in technologies that help us understand that data and how to make it available in the most ready format, for instance, for the right user at the right time.